old Dick Richey here. It's Monday morning. Top of the morning to you. This week's giveaway is going to be the Kubi Momentum, it is. I figured Kubi sounds a little English, so I'll give you a little English accent. So I got. It's not very good, but I'll give it to you. You got it now. Take it to the bank. Kubi Momentum. It's a quite lovely knife. Black stone wash. Harpoonish looking thing up here. With some jimping. Thumb studs and a front flipper. The action on it's quite pleasant. I like it. I like it a lot. Deep pocket carry reversible. Got the barrel spaces on the back side. Trying to shift my accent over to Scottish. Having trouble with it. Need to work on it a bit. Wouldn't you say? It's got D2 steel. Fancy steel if you ask me for a budget. If you're on a budget, buy a Kubi. It's quite the knife, it is. Enough of that. Enough of that tomfoolery. Okay. It's Monday, folks. It's Monday, folks. So let's just speak a English. Proper American English. That's what I'm going to give you. Yes. With a hint of English, but the firm strength of an American voice. If I was to tell a story via narration, it would be this voice right here. Nice and slow, even tone. Deliver the story with masterful taste and character. I'm feeling a bit spunky this morning. I don't know why, because I'm tired as hell. Got up early. So I made a barn beam light. I had to special engineer it for this customer because they didn't want hanging pendants from it. They wanted semi-recessed lights so they could screw bulbs into it, but yet the bulb portion was hidden, recessed into the beam. Take a look. I think I came up with a great design on it. It's got steel flanges, a steel sleeve. I used a pipe nipple, 2-inch pipe nipple, sleeve, 2-inch washers on the backside. So then the bulb socket's tucked in there really nice, and it's going to be nice for protecting any of the wood from heat because it's going to be wrapped in steel. Then I put the brackets on it. It really wasn't as difficult. Probably the most difficult part was carving out the top side of that beam. Carved it out about 1.5 inches deep by about 2.5, 3 inches wide rail across the top to hide any wiring and bolting and stuff like that I had to do to go through to get to the bulbs. Added a chain kit, canopy, and that sucker's gonna be hanging in the, and I do some stuff when I do the bigger lights like that, because if you ever hung a big light and you're just trying to hold it up, and then you're trying to wire the 2-3 wires with the wire nuts, and then you're going to try to tuck that wire up, and then the light wants to fall down on you, and it's a tough thing to do if it's not engineered properly. Well, on mine, it has a chain kit coming down with the wire going through one of the chains with a female receptacle plug, and then there's a male receptacle plug on the beam. The reason why I have female on that side is because I have power coming through it, and you don't want 2 metal prongs with electricity poking you. So have that female recessed in with the electric power, and then the male plugs into that. So all they're going to have to do is hook the chains up to 4 loopholes, plug it in, and they got a light. A big beam light hanging in their kitchen, dining room, living room, wherever the hell they're going to put it. Kubi Momentum. Guys, did you see that shut? I mean, this knife has the best action of all my knives. None of my knives do that. None of them. Not even the ones in the satchel. shut like that. And that's my favorite shut. Like a slow hydraulic shut is I think what they call that, or what I'm gonna call it. But I've heard people call it like a slow hydraulic is what they call that. On the button, like I was talking earlier this week on the button locks and the axis locks, that blade just drops and ting. It's too free for me. I like there to be some restraint. Just like life. You don't want to be too free. You don't want to practice your freedoms too much. Even though you have them, doesn't mean you should practice them and flaunt them and flare them. You know what I'm saying? With me, I practice restraint. I try to restrain myself to some degrees. And what I mean by that also is like I said not a long time ago, but quite a few videos ago, I said I could probably afford a Porsche, at least afford the payments, right? Let's not say I'm the guy going out there and buying a Porsche. I love Porsche. That's my favorite sport car, just about. I mean, I'm going to say Corvette is because it's American, but the Porsche is just seriously engineered vehicle. It's crazy. You know, the power they get out of a 4-cylinder and a 6-cylinder is crazy. I like the designs. I like the ergonomics. I just really like them. I would like to have a Porsche Panamera. I know that goes against everything I just said pretty much because it's their 4-door sedan, but I'm an older guy, so I think a 4-door sedan sport car would be pretty cool. I just like it. And I feel also with the Panameras and a couple other models from Porsche, they kind of got passed over by the Porsche community, and they don't really embrace some of these models. So you got a couple models that I don't mind at all. Now, I'm not a big fan of the Boxster, but if you're wanting a sport car for like 12 grand or less even, pick yourself up like a 10-year-old Boxster, and you're gonna have a car that's going to have very high mechanical costs. Shoot, just changing the oil is probably too much, but whatever. But I like the Panamera, and I also like another one the name's going to elude me. But like the Porsche community is pretty fickle group of folks. So when a certain model comes out that they feel is where they're trying to be commodity based, kind of like budget friendly, you know, of course, these snobby Porsche pricks all go, well, we don't like that, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't fit our sport car club narrative. But yeah, don't know where I was going with the whole sport car thing. My phone ran out of storage, so I had to delete a bunch of videos just so I could keep recording. But I got that figured out, I think. I'm waiting on a device that goes into the bottom, like a dongle, that goes right into the bottom. That sounded dirty. Goes right in the bottom of the phone, and it'll allow me to hook up SSD cards, SSD storage, C drives, and USBs. And it helps the phone, because then you'll hook a power cord into that, which helps the phone cycle out memory into a memory SSD port I have, which is 1 terabyte. So now I'll be able to dump a lot of stuff off my phone. I also bought, and I'm going to do a review on these, I also bought a keyboard for my iPad. So the smart keyboard that's like Apple or whatever, it's like $300. The damn keyboard costs more than the iPad in some cases. It's ridiculous. Well, I bought one and it works great, and it was like $70. Eat that. So I'm pretty stoked about that. So now I'm going to be able to do all my editing and everything I ever do, which you could probably tell, is on my phone. You know, so I got these big fat hot dog fingers, and I'm trying to edit and pinch and squeeze, crop, do all this stuff whenever, you know, I don't know why I worry about it, because all I do is sit here and talk, but I still do it. feel like I need to, like right now, okay, look, all you see is this right here. But look, there was this. You don't want to see my kneecaps. Who wants to see my kneecaps? Now, I kind of would have liked to work the flame in from the old pellet stove, but I'd rather you not see my kneecaps. So that's all you're going to see right here. I edit that out. Yeah, that's just cropping, you say. But you know what? If you notice, I got a gimbal, so my phone follows my head. See how you can see more of the room here and there, to the left, to the right? Well, when I go like this, you're going to see my kneecaps, so I got to do a motion crop kind of thing. I just made that up. Motion crop. I motion crop for a living. I'm a cropper. I take big crops. Okay, so I'm starting to slowly invest in a little bit of tech. I'm trying to do it smart, because I think I'd hate to spend thousands of dollars to edit videos just to find out that I like doing it better on my phone for free. And I say free, cheap, on the cheap. And then now I've got all this fancy equipment. So I'm doing a slow step because I had an iPad and I figured that's a bigger screen. I don't want to try to do it on my PC for work because that's my PC's caveman stuff. So I was going to buy a brand new AirBook, and I saw these cool things. Check that out. So it spring loads on the back of the iPad, and then you pull these two monitors out, and they're sliding monitors. I'm sure the picture sucks, but it's still probably better than nothing, right? So as you hook that up, then you hook two C drives into the side of your laptop or wherever you have to hook them into, but they're C, I say C drive, but C connections. USB-C, whatever. And it automatically syncs up to your iPad or your whatever, your monitor. It doesn't matter. You get the right size. They make different sizes. And then it syncs up, and you can click and drag pages over left and right and have three screens open. And you can multitask really nice. I wanted one of those real bad. I don't think I'll be putting one of those on my iPad. Who knows though? Who knows? I've done crazier things. I'm crazy. I'm a nut. I'm a wild man. I take chances. I take risks. I'm a mover, and I'm a shaker. But so I got that going. But the cool thing was for some of these prices. You know what? Let's do this now. What the hell? Okay, so this is my indoor, like my clean workbench. I've got two clean workbenches. My studio and my shop has this room that I built into my wood shop to where it keeps a lot of the dust and dirt and crap, and I can also contain heat. So I have a pellet stove in here and I have a wood stove out there. But so I purchased a Samsung T7 portable SSD. See that? I watched a YouTube video, and this is kind of what they push. One of these. So you can get a 500 gig, you can get a 1 terabyte and a 2 terabyte. I probably should have got the 2 terabyte because I think the 2 terabyte was like $139, and this was like $80 some. But I figured once I get to a terabyte of memory, I can probably dump some of that stuff. Because I dump stuff right now. Today, I just dumped 60 videos just so I could film this video. Dumped it, gone. Maybe in the cloud, but I doubt it. But so it has a C drive connection right there. You plug that in there, and then you'll plug this in, and then you'll adapt it. I have an adapter here for my iPhone, but I couldn't do anything because my iPhone didn't have enough power to push the memory out of the iPhone. So you need a dongle. We're not going to go dirty today, boys and girls. But a dongle. But so I did some research. I do the Dick Richey research. I'm like the Dick Richey research engine platform. I just threw platform in there because it needed some more. Needed some more words. But it's got like this hard. You can get a couple colors. I chose the black. Plus, I think I saved a couple bucks choosing the black. But so you just got to make sure you get the right size. I'm cleaning it. You get the right size keyboard thing for your iPad to fit into. And it just snaps into there. Look. Look at that. Folds up over. Now it's just an iPad. No keyboard. Look at that. Keyboard's gone. It's not really gone. It's right there. Crazy stuff. But no. So I got my keyboard going. You got your on-off switch over here if you want to use that. I don't know how important that is. Save battery, like if you're at the airport or something. But you turn it on. Look, you can pick the color. Come on. Just stay right here. You can pick the color on the keys. Right here. Color. Now it's green. Look, watch. Color. Now it's like bluish. Or that was white. Color. Now it's blue. Ooh, now it's going to flash colors. Look. I like that. That Christmas. We're getting close to Christmas, so I might just leave it that way. Now, I haven't perfected it yet because I just got it yesterday. But you still kind of have to do touch screen a little bit, like to get that going. But now you get to like email or Facebook, you got a keyboard. So this would be really cool. I got a C drive there. So it's just got one C connection, USB connection, and that's it on the exterior of the laptop. Nothing on the back or the other sides, just one C connection. And there it is. So I'll have this right here. This is going to be my edit station for now, but I'll have to put it somewhere where I don't have to move it every time I'm making a light or something. I got styrofoam on me. I just packed an order. I packed a big order. Beam light. It's huge. 85 inches long by 10 inches by 10 inches. UPS. To Wyoming. So now I'm waiting on my dongle port. Sounds so official. Waiting on my dongle port, and then I'll be able to drop a lot of my memory from my phone into that SSD card. It's important when you get older, folks. I think a lot of my subscribers are somewhere around my age, in the 50s, 40s, some late 30s, so you guys are super tech savvy. Even if you don't want to be, you know more than us. But I think when you start creeping into the 50s and into the 60s, we stop wanting to lose grasp of technology. We start saying, F it. I don't want to deal with it. Don't do that, because I think you're missing out on some great advantages out there, and you won't lose content. You won't lose videos of your family and stuff just because you lost memory on your phone. You can drop it into one of those little things, and all you got to do is plug it in anywhere. I mean, shoot, you could take that probably to like CVS, hook up your memory card, and they'll probably print out a picture of every picture that you dropped into that thing for you. Who knows? There's all kinds of things going on out there. The whole world's technology driven now. You only live once. How many knives do you need? How many nice knives do you need? You know, I just need one or two, really. I don't even need two. And then I like having a bunch just because I like carrying budget knives everywhere I go. This knife is awesome. I like this knife. I'm buying another Kubi after this week's giveaway. I might up my game a little bit on the blade material and the scale material, but I really like the style of the Momentum. So I think it would be cool to pick up another Momentum with S35 VN or 20 CV steel with, say, carbon fiber or titanium scales. Wouldn't that be great? Probably be expensive as hell, but it'd be great. Because, man alive, that would go in my satchel and never leave. But there you have it. Let me give you a close-up of this. Look at it. It's got like the OD green. It's right down my alley. It's like military. It's got this really nice black stain wash. It's got a swedge across the whole top here. Isn't that nice? Pocket clip, it's okay. It works good in the pocket, so I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to say I'm the biggest fan of that style pocket clip. Liner lock. Good lock up. Probably could be better. Probably could improve that lockup, but it's not bad. I don't think you need to. Obviously, it has bearings. Dual thumb studs. See the jimping right there? Lanyard hole. Holy cow. Got a lanyard hole. I wouldn't put a lanyard on a knife like this. Maybe I would, because bushcrafting and you don't want your hand to slide up on the blade. It might be nice to have a real lanyard that does the real work instead of the fancy one.